Have you ever wondered why ancient traditions speak of the number 33 as sacred? Why the Rig Veda mentions 33 divine forces, and why our own human spine contains exactly 33 vertebrae? Today, we explore a profound connection where Vedic deities meet human anatomy, where cosmic order reflects in the body itself. As per the Rig Veda, the universe is upheld by 33 deities, not as separate gods, but as living forces of existence. Even the science of medicine recognizes anatomically the 33 vertebrae that protect the spinal cord, which is the main communication pathway of the nervous system. Modern metaphysical thinkers connect this with the 33 pathways of information flow, bridging physical and spiritual dimensions. There is also references to Mount Meru and the axis mundi in Buddhism, where Mount Meru is the axis of the universe and the human spine with its 33 vertebrae is often compared to this particular axis, suggesting that the human body itself is a miniature universe. The human spine is one of the most remarkable structures in the body. It consists of 33 vertebrae that are stacked in a flexible column, forming the central support system for our skeleton. These vertebrae are divided into regions: 7 cervical vertebrae in the head of the neck region, 12 thoracic vertebrae in the upper and mid back, 5 lumbar vertebrae in the lower back, and the fused bodies and the bones of the sacrum and coccyx at the base, which form an anchoring point for the structure. Together, they protect the spinal cord, support the posture, and allow us to move, bend, and twist with balance. The spine is not just a bony structure, it's a living highway for nerves, muscles, and ligaments, connecting the brain to the rest of the body. The 33 deities in Rig Veda are grouped into 4 categories. The 12 Adityas, or the solar deities, representing inner lights of consciousness, the time cycles, and the guiding intelligence. This forms the backbone of the 12 star constellations and the Rashi signs through which the sun is observed moving over the course of a year. The 11 Rudras, or the energy forces of life, representing the 10 vital pranas, or the breaths, and the Atman, which is the inner soul. And the 8 Vasus, or the elemental powers of nature, which consists of earth, water, fire, air, sky, sun, moon, and the stars, or the nakshatras. The 2 Ashwini Kumaras, Matsya and Dasara, who represent logical reasoning, leadership, intuition, and creation by channeling of energy in our lives. Together, these 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, 8 Vasus, and the 2 Ashwini Kumaras make up the 33 deities, providing a map of how the cosmos sustains us. The yogic texts equate the 11 Rudras with the 10 pranas and the Atman, or the soul, that drives the energies. These represent the movements of life force within the body. The 5 main pranas, prana symbolized with Vedic deity Kapali, governs inhalation and life energy around the chest and lungs and is sustaining life force. The Apana, symbolized with Vedic deity Pingla, governs excretion, elimination, location in lower abdomen, and mainly the lower parts of the body. Samana, symbolized with Vedic deity Bhima, governs digestion, assimilation, centered around the navel and mainly our digestive powers. Udana, symbolized with Vedic deity Virupaksha, governs speech, upward movement, and the throat and head region. The Vayana, symbolized with Vedic deity Vilohita, governs circulation of energy, pervades the whole body. The 5 Upapranas, or the sub-pranas, Naga, symbolized with Vedic deity Sasta, is responsible for belching, hiccups, and yawning. Kurma, symbolized with Vedic deity Ajapada governs blinking and eye functions. Karkara, symbolized by Ayurveda, governs sneezing, hunger, and thirst. Devadatta, symbolized by Vedic deity Shambhu, governs yawning, relaxation, and drowsiness. Dhananjaya, symbolized by Vedic deity Hara, remains even after the death for some time and causes the body swelling. The 11th Rudra, Atman or the soul, is symbolized by Vedic deity Mahan, who is the eternal witness enlivening all the 10 pranas. The symbolization of Rudras as deities indicates the breath and energy forces that cause both creation and destruction. The Rudras as pranas symbolize life and motion sustained through breath. Just as Rudra is both a destroyer and healer, prana too is very dual. It sustains life and when withdrawn, it leads to death. In essence, the 11 Rudras are not only cosmic deities but also subtle physiological functions inside all of us. They enlighten us on how Vedic seers map the divine forces directly into human life through breath and consciousness and the energy that we all need. In the Vedas, the sun is not seen as a single form but as 12 radiant expressions known as the Adityas. Each Aditya represents an aspect of light, energy, and the eternal cycle of time, guiding the flows of days, months, and the seasons. These 12 solar deities remind us that the same cosmic rhythm moving across the heavens also flows within us. Our breath, our heartbeat, our inner cycles are reflections of the sun's journey. By tuning into the Adityas, we experience the unity of body and the cosmos, where the human self becomes a living mirror of the universal order. The Vedic deities are recognized as Savitur, Mitra, Varuna, Aryaman, Bhaga, Ansha, Dhatra, Indra or Vivasat, Swatsar, Vishnu, Pushan, and Parjanya. In the Vedic tradition, the 8 Vasus are seen as the elemental building blocks of life itself. They represent fire, earth, air, space, sun, moon, stars, and the sustaining waters, the forces that shape not only the universe around us, but also the very structure of the human body. Within us, these Vasus become heat, breath, solidity, fluidity, awareness, and even our genetic memory carried forward through time. By understanding the Vasus, we begin to see how our physical form and life force are sustained in harmony with the greater cosmos. They remind us that we are not separate from nature, but living expressions of the same elemental rhythm that sustains the universe. The 2 Ashwini Kumaras are the twin healers of the gods, always arriving at dawn, bringing vitality, renewal, and balance. In yogic symbolism, they are mirrored within us as the 2 great nadis, the Ida and the Pingala. Flowing alongside the spine, these channels carry the currents of breath and energy, balancing the left and the right sides of our being, and it also controls the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of our brains, depending on which nostril is active. Ida cools and calms, Pingala warms and activates. Together, they sustain our rhythm of life. Just as the Ashwini Kumaras guided health and purpose in the cosmic order, Ida and Pingala guide our inner balance, supporting our existence and awakening us to a deeper sense of purpose. The 144,000 petals connected with the 7 chakras is a concept found in yogic traditions, where each chakra is visualized as a lotus with certain number of petals or the vibrational frequencies. Let's look at how we arrive at 144,000. Each chakra has a symbolic lotus with the petals, which are the vibrational channels or the nadis. The Mooladhara, or the root chakra, has 4 petals. Swadhisthana, sacral chakra, has 6 petals. Manipura, solar plexus chakra, has 10 petals. Anahata, heart chakra, has 12 petals. Vishuddha, throat chakra, has 16 petals. Agnya, third eye chakra, has 2 petals, sometimes shown as 96 subpetals, which is 48 plus 48. Sahasrara crown chakra has 1000 petals, actually described as infinite, symbolically taken as 1000 into 144 subcycles, which makes up 144,000. The Sahasrara is said to have 1000 petals, but each petal is further subdivided into 144 energy vibrations or the subpetals. So it's 1000 into 144 that gives us 144,000. This represents the totality of subtle vibrations of human consciousness. Represents the full expansion of consciousness, all pranic channels activated and unified. In numerology, 144,000 reduces to the base number 9, symbol of completion and cosmic wholeness. This number, 144,000, also appears in the other religion books, like the Book of Revelation in Christianity and the Mayan cycles and other traditions, as a symbol of perfected souls or complete cycles. Let's look at the connection to the nadis. The yogic texts say there are 72,000 nadis in the subtle body. When Ida and Pingla and Shushma nadis are fully harmonized, these nadis resonate in pairs, which is 72,000 times 2, which gives us the 144,000. Thus the number reflects cosmic resonance through the human body. The 144,000 petals emerge from the symbolic multiplication of the chakra petals, Sanskrit seed sounds of the 50 matrikas that keep increasing in vibrational frequency, and nadis culminating in the 1000-petaled Sahasrara lotus. It represents total spiritual awakening, where every energy channel is activated and aligned with divine consciousness. So when a yogi meditates on the spine, they are not just aligning posture. It's not about just sitting straight. They are invoking the cosmic order of the 33 deities. When pranayama harmonizes breath, it is the Rudras dancing within us. When awareness rises through the chakras, it is the Adityas illuminating the inner skies and inner awareness. And so the human spine is not just biology, it is theology in motion, cosmology which is embodied within all of us. So to rise in consciousness is to awaken each of the 33 steps of the ladder of the gods. The Rig Veda's vision of 33 deities finds its temple in the temple of our own body. The ancients whispered this truth: as is the cosmos that you observe and see, so is what exists in each and every one of us. As are the gods, so are we. The 33 deities symbolize the entire human existence, with the body attributed to the 8 Vasus, the breath and energy forces attributed to the Rudras, mind and consciousness and awareness attributed to the Adityas, the will of leadership, creation, intuition attributed to the Ashwini Kumaras. The human spine is a sacred axis of our being, the Meru mountain of the human form, where all our life's forces flow along the spine, sustaining life. Just as rivers sustain the earth, the chakras align along the spinal cord. Each represent stages of consciousness, but deeper still, each vertebrae can be seen as a seed for a divine Matsya, mirroring the 33 Vedic deities. The Mooladhara, or the root chakra, is about stability, grounding, physical body, with the deities being 8 Vasus and the 1 Rudra as the base prana. Swadhisthana, or sacral chakra, is about reproduction, creativity, fluid balance, with the deities being 5 Rudras who represent the five vital pranas, prana, apana, samana, udana and vayana. Each Rudra sustains life functions through the fluids and the generative forces. The Manipura or the solar plexus chakra going to the Anahata heart chakra is symbolized by transformation, digestion, circulation, vitality, with the deities being the 12 Adityas, where each month's solar movement energizes thoracic flow, breath and the blood. Manipura is about fiery solar digestion and Anahata is warmth of love and circulation. Vishuddha, throat chakra, is symbolized by communication, expression, ether element, with the deities being the five Rudras and the two Adityas to continue upward. The Rudras represent subtle pranas controlling the speech, hearing, vibration, and the Adityas, Mitra and Varuna, govern the cosmic order, balance in the ether and the Akasha. Ajna, third eye chakra, is symbolized by dual forces of Ida Pingla, perception, command center, and represented by the deities Ashwini Kumaras, Nasatya and Dasara, who are also called as the twin healers, symmetry of left and right nadis, and activating intuition and the overall balance. The Sahasrara of the crown chakra is symbolized as unity with creation or the Brahma, as transcendent state represented by deities Rudra and the supreme Adityas, Savitar and the Vishnu aspect. Since ancient times, the scriptures have documented details of the universe in the form of epic stories written and narrated so that we can easily remember and pass along to current generations. As to how the entire macrocosm is reflected within each one of us as a microcosm. It's a grand reflection of the universal existence and our deeper connection to the stars, planets, and the rhythm of nature, carrying a deeper meaning. In Vedic tradition, Lord Vishnu, the preserver of cosmic order, is said to incarnate in 10 forms, the Dashavatars, and fascinatingly, 9 of these avatars resonate with the 9 grahas or the planets, the planetary forces of Vedic astrology, which shape the destiny of all human beings. There is a reference by Rishi Parashar in the Brihad Parashara Hora Shastra (BPHS) that draws a symbolic connection between the 9 grahas of the planets in Vedic astrology and the 9 avatars of Lord Vishnu. Actually, the texts have reference to the Dashavatars, and the 10th one is Kalki, to come sometime in the future, and this forms the cyclical order of creation to destruction and then renewal, with the cycle repeating many times as it has in the past and follows similar cycle in the future as well. This comparison is symbolically conveyed within the verses, reflecting a deeper spiritual nature of the grahas and the planets. The reference verse from BPHS is in chapter 2, verse 3 and 4, that says, "The 9 planets are the incarnations of Lord Vishnu. Ravi is Rama, Soma is Krishna, Mangala is Narsimha, Buddha is Buddha, Guru is Vamana, Shukra is Parashurama, Shani is Kurma, Rahu is Varaha, and Ketu is Matsya." This mapping of the 9 planets to the 9 avatars of Vishnu forms the traditional basis for equating each graha with the Vishnu avatar. Let's look at this mapping as revealed by Rishi Parashara. Matsya avatar, the fish, is the first avatar of Vishnu. It is linked with Ketu, the shadow south node of the moon, symbolizing dissolution, moksha, and the beginning of creation's cycle. Matsya signifies the primordial beginnings, chaos before creation, and mystical knowledge that is hidden in the oceans. The traits are often associated with Ketu, the moksha karaka or the liberation indicator, which is mysterious and is also represented as headless. Kurma avatar, or the tortoise, or even the turtle, is the second avatar of Vishnu. This is aligned with Saturn or Shanidev, embodying patience, endurance, and also the weight of time. Kurma held the mountain Mandara during the Samudra Manthan or the ocean journey, showing the patience, support under pressure, and carrying all the burdens, which is symbolic of Saturn's required discipline, endurance, and the karma that we are all supposed to go through in our lives. Varaha, the boar, is associated with Rahu, or sometimes considered and symbolized as the shadow north node of the moon, which is the head without a body, and it is shown lifting the earth from the depths, just as Rahu brings karmic upheaval and transformations. Varaha rescued the earth from the deep cosmic ocean, a violent and action-oriented avatar, reflecting Rahu's energy, which is involved in transformation, and it is necessary for the progress to happen in this world and to continue the evolution cycle and adhere to transformational aspects that we are all observing on this earth. For example, all the new technology is because of Rahu. Narsimha Avatar, the fourth Vishnu Avatar, which is half man, half lion, is tied to Mars or Mangal, which is fierce, courageous, and the destroyer of injustice. A fierce and boundary breaking avatar, neither man nor the animal, neither inside nor outside, paralyzing Mars' intense and transgressive nature of defending the belief. And also, Mars lies at the boundary of the outer planets and the inner planets. Vamana Avatar, which is a very dwarf and very intelligent wisdom related avatar, connected to Jupiter or Guru, symbolizing the humility and the wisdom and the cosmic balance which is available through expansion of your knowledge. Vamana symbolizes all of it, like the spiritual diplomacy, the humility and the wisdom, and the expansion that can be done in a very subtle manner, which are all key attributes of Jupiter Graha. Parshuram, the sixth avatar, is the warrior sage. He is aligned with Venus or the Shukra, but in its fierce form, teaching discipline, detachment, and all the righteous action. Though Venus is associated with luxury and beauty, it's also the teacher of the Asuras and represents balance, retaliation, and retribution. Parshurama's actions resonate with corrective justice with purpose, a refined Venusian theme that is visible in all the people who are ruled by a strong Venus. Lord Rama is the seventh Vishnu avatar, also the Prince of Ayodhya. He is linked to the sun or the Ravi, shining as the ideal of dharma, truth, and kingship, whatever qualities are required in a king. And king also doesn't mean in current days. In current days, it means like how do you manage all your resources. So Lord Rama embodies righteousness, which is dharma, kingship, leadership, and all the exhibition of the qualities of Valor, all qualities deeply linked with the sun, the royal graha, and it also embodies the soul of each person. Lord Krishna, the eighth avatar of Vishnu, is a divine lover and a guide connected with the moon, Soma or the Chandra, reflecting devotion, emotional depth, and a cosmic play, the Leela of Krishna. Krishna is very playful, yet profound, emotionally intelligent, and he is very empathetic and moody, yet very wise, reflects the moon's qualities of emotional balance, devotion, and the charm that is required when we need to control our mind and act out in this world. Buddha, the ninth avatar of Vishnu, is the awakened one, resonating with Mercury, or also called as Buddha, the planet of intellect, logic, and the path of mindfulness. Buddha represents intellect, detachment, discrimination, logic, and communication, the pure attributes of Mercury, and it is also the graha of intellect and the clarity of thought that we need to have when we need to operate in this world. And it's a constant learner, just like Buddha had to go out of his kingdom and meditate in order to gain like the intelligence. Mercury oriented people also need to do the same things when it comes to how they need to operate in this life. Kalki, the 10th avatar and a future avatar of Vishnu, is believed to come at the end of Kali Yuga, representing final destruction and also a renewal. There is no planetary counterpart commonly assigned because there is manifestation that has to happen, and it will happen sometime in the future. Can be seen as transcending planetary karma, appearing to reset the cosmic cycle as a composite force. When we see the Dashavatars through this cosmic lens, each avatar is not just a mythological story, but a mirror of planetary energies guiding us through karma, dharma, and the eternal cycle of time. In Rishi Parashara's vision, each planet is not just a karmic agent, but a manifestation of divine intelligence. The grahas act as cosmic instruments of Lord Vishnu's will. They ensure the play of karma, dharma, and moksha through their placements and the dashas. The avatars are symbolic of the planet's inherent guna or the quality and the role in guiding the soul. This framing reflects the essence of Jyotisha as a spiritual science, not just prediction. It's a tool for realizing the self through understanding the cosmic order or the Rita and the flow. The nine planets are the agents of the divine, Vishnu himself playing in the sky, guiding each soul on his journey from illusion to liberation. This mapping suggests the avatars are divine interventions to balance the cosmic order. Across dharma, the planets are karmic instruments administering rewards and consequences. Each avatar connects a specific imbalance, just as each graha governs a specific karmic domain. This convergence helps modern spiritual seekers and astrologers, blending mythic archetypes with astrological insight, deepening both the paths